Hello, everybody. My name is Priyanka Bali, and I'm a VLE, a village-level entrepreneur from Kalka, Haryana. My CSE's name is CSE Valley. And I have been working with CSE from 2015. That is when we started our CSE center. I'm here to speak on the topic telemedicine and related challenges for rural health through CSE. We are a humongous country where everybody, almost about 60 crore people are having smartphones today. And telemedicine is one field which has not been heard of even in the developed countries as such. We are doing something from the grassroots level which has not been heard of, at least in the third world country. CSE is a platform which already has the infrastructure of a network of about 2 lakh and more CSEs all over the country. See, it's a platform where a common citizen is coming, and he's coming for services, to avail services. However, in our country, the situation of health and primary medicines and primary health facilities is not very good. So CSE thought, and the government thought, that why not we project CSEs as a point of contact where the citizens can come and avail services with, through a doctor who's sitting in cities. Telemedicine is a medium from where the doctors can communicate directly through video conferencing with the patients sitting in the rural area. I would like to take you through a few presentation slides which shows some data as what exactly is the scenario in our rural areas. When we talk about telemedicine is not where the doctor is there in front of you. He is sitting in some other location, and you are sitting somewhere else. In cities, we can just go onto our laptop, log into a hospital website, and consult a doctor. But in a rural area where the people are not very aware of how to operate computers or how to go about communicating to the people around, there, at our center, we did a pilot, which is called through Hello Health, where the citizens were coming in, and we were asking them to do their blood pressure check, and we were asking them to have an ECG done. We had a machine installed at our center, and people were saying, what is the benefit for us? We are all right, we are healthy, why should we go in for a health checkup? And the same people, if they had a headache or if they had a fever, they would go to a chemist, a paramedical, who is not qualified enough for giving a prescription. So through a telemedicine center, they could come, and we introduced them to the doctors, telling them that every fever would not give you, you don't have to take the same medicine for every fever. So the doctors were asking them questions about how you got this fever, how many days you were having this thing, and they were prescribing them medicines. Initially, the people were not very reluctant because they wanted to physically talk to a doctor. How could they communicate with the doctor? So telemedicine, through CSE, the benefit was that the doctors could communicate not just in English, but they could communicating in the local languages also. And we had a separate area in our center where we gave some privacy, where even the women could come in and talk about their medical ailments. We were getting an appointment done with the doctor. They were talking to the doctor. We scanned their reports, send them across. They were not even just taking the primary prescriptions, but they were getting their second opinion also. Otherwise, the situation was, if a woman had a backache, she would simply go to a paramedical, a chemist, and she would take a painkiller. But the main reason or the main cause would be something else altogether. So the doctor was asking them questions. How did it start? Did you had cramps? How was your menstrual cycle and everything? And then he was prescribing them for further medication, for going in for a consultancy to a gynecologist, which the women were ignoring altogether. We had older people who, like somebody who had a backache for a very long time or had a skin rash for that matter. So they were just going and taking some ointment or something from the chemist. But when they were coming to our center, the doctor used to see, we clicked the photographs of the scan rash, uploaded them up, and they were getting the correct medication. The idea of a telemedicine is that there is a one-on-one interaction of the patient with the doctor. Now, when we're talking about that, the interaction is there with the doctor, the benefit is that the person is able to see the doctor. He is able to upload his prescriptions, the previous medication, what he has taken, and the doctor is able to give him a suggestion. Should you go in for change of doctor, or should you go to a hospital? It's not every time that the CSE center would become a private consultancy or it would become a clinic, but it was a point where the people could come over and they were able to take opinion directly from the doctors who were sitting in the cities, rather than traveling all the way and then going ahead and spending time and money and energy over there. They are having the best of facilities now, even in the village level. This is a screenshot of how the software looks like. Where on one end the doctor is there, the other end the customer is there. Apart from that, we also organized some camps at our center where the people and the doctors from the primary health center came to our center, and they gave a lot of information about primary health to the people. We, as a CSE center, organized some camps at the places of the citizens also. We took our basic equipment for BP and everything to their house, and then tried to explain the app that was there on the phone also. So not just your laptop, but even on your phone, you could access these services. I would also show you, I think the slide went missing. This is a blog that was published by Microsoft when we were running a CSE e-doctor with RingMD. RingMD is a private consultancy, and where the doctors were 24/7 online, and the citizens could come over and communicate with the doctors directly. The idea is that when we are talking about doctors, we are talking about medicines. Now, the thing is that CSE is in collaboration with the Bureau of Pharmacy also, where Jan Aushadhi centers can be opened at the CSE center. And the beauty of all this is that the corruption that was happening in the medical field has been eliminated to a great extent. Not just a patient going to a doctor and getting medicines that are very expensive. They can come to a CSE center, do a consultancy, take the medicines from the Jan Aushadhi center, which would go ahead and decrease the cost of medication and prescription to almost 50%. It will reduce that. So that is what CSE is trying to do, where providing basic infrastructure and amenities to the people and going ahead and eliminating the corruption that was there in the medical field. So that is what we are trying to do, and hopefully we will be able to do much more in the future, as this is a very big field and people are really enthusiastic about this.